So if I can jump in there, this is about the minutes. I mean, I think a lot of council's troubles are that written minutes aren't available. Like when people say, when was that voted on?
Yeah.
We don't know. Here again, going to statutes, Minnesota's 2009 statutes, 365.55, in addition to everything else, says the minutes must be filed in the office of the town clerk within 2 days after the meeting. It also says that upon request, she can set a reasonable office hours or whatever that people can come see them. But if she does not produce them, it's a misdemeanor. She can be fined up to $100,000 to $10,000 per incident, and it's a crime. So if anyone comes and asks for minutes and doesn't get them, call the sheriff and charge her with a crime. But yeah, it's very specific.
Whatever the
Within
time.
it.
Right, but this, I haven't written up the minutes for 3 weeks, I don't have them for you. She's in violation and is in violation of state criminal act. They also in 367.11 have detailed, here's exactly what she's supposed to do and when. Now, if she's not going to do them, then let's accept the resignation and appoint someone else.
Absolutely.
So, and I can give you copies of all this. I also did find a great website where every state statute is on.
What is it?
Revisor.com or something, it's right through the state.
Revisor?
I'll give you the address right now.
We just updated theirs.
You will spend way too much time there, it's interesting.
Are we going to get a list now of how you are doing the billing, because obviously it's not, you're making with the original one. How are we being charged?
Well, we got a, how much, Marcy, do you remember what we get per gallon? Or I mean, what
What is the water rate?
$7.35.
It's what?
was it?
$7.35.
And when was that voted on?
$7.35.
Per,
per thousand.
and when was that voted on?
We're not doing that for 1,000.
See, no comments again.
Then I guess my bill is wrong, but I'm not complaining it's too much.
Yeah.
My bill is wrong.
My bill's wrong too.
I didn't hear what Marcy said from there. She was saying something.
Water rate is $7.35 per, and I'm confused on that too. Water rate is $7.35 per 1,000 or per it wouldn't be per gallon.
No.
What's $7.35
Well,
per 1,000 gallons? Right?
Well,
Correct.
What, base fee.
No,
What'd
that's
she
for
say?
10,000 gallons.
55 what?
I didn't hear what she said.
I think I got one at my shop.
55.53 is
What
the.
I got a
Flat fee that
deal with the
everybody-
water rates were.
Now, are we supposed to be
sent out
charging the
before.
sewer hookup charge at
We
this
should
point?
have got that.
Yeah, it was $13.65. That's like not even in the ballpark.
Sewer, and then your, tax, 53 tax.
Were we supposed to be charging the sewer charge at this point, or were we waiting until the sewer was?
right, we're not charging for the sewer. Well, just
Well,
with
that's
the
on
base
them.
sewer.
We're charging for the base fee, not the use.
Right.
Okay.
I missed that.
Should we be going by that letter?
To check the minutes. Well, I recall this coming from when the guy was here.
I have it written down from when the guy was here.
13.7.
And he said you, between $5 and $6 per 1,000.
Depending on if the first
That's why I said I
thousand
have
was
to check the minutes.
Right.
But like he said too,
I don't- I'm not-
as far
But
as.
since, but my point is who authorized her to put these prices in the computer and send out bills when it's never been voted on? That's my question.
As far as the conversation went with him on that though, between the usage fee and the rate fee, the numbers were going to juggle around anyway because we were going to collect an X dollar from the city as a whole each month. So whether or not we gave away 1,000 gallons free or not didn't matter because we were going to still collect the same amount of money at the end. But I don't, We never did vote, I don't think,
I
on the
don't
rate fee.
believe that we said, but
We had two options.
which you did not vote on. You keep saying you have two options, and I agree with that.
Everybody
But-
was, the council was, remember, they were in favor of getting rid of that 1,000 gallons.
Yeah, you did vote on that, but you
Yeah.
never came up with a
Well, We
price.
had two options then.
But you never had a price.
One,
You never
we
set a
had
price.
It's one.
You
We
never,
we only had the other option.
and at like 2 meetings ago, or whenever it was, Marcy said that it was $5.25 per thousand. That's what she stated. And I asked it then too, when did you vote on that? And now she's telling us it's 7 something.
Do you remember what month that meeting was?
Mhm.
You guys were-
Special
Yeah.
meeting.
That, on the 30th, there was,
Right, and the problem isn't that you reach consensus, it's that setting a fee requires a resolution vote, and if the vote is never taken, there can be no fee.
so she cannot be sending out the bills, right, but she can't be sending out a bill when she's put,
1365, so we can go back to charging that per 1,000 gallons.
that wasn't voted on
Yeah, it
either.
was,
1365 was
Yes.
voted on?
it was, when they first started doing the stuff with the
Well-
stuff, that was before anybody started showing up
Well,
for
then,
meetings.
I hate to say it, but let's take it one step further. If that was voted on, that's now law, and you have to go back to that until they vote. So I know everyone's
So-
gonna hate that, but that's the
Right.
law.
Well, then,
So,
triple your bill.
yep,
Okay, so,
or take a vote, quick.
Well, I don't want to vote on something we've already voted on.
right.
Right, yeah.
But I'm
If
just
we did,
saying, I don't think we
we
should be
did,
sending
but
out these bills until we
Well,
have
Haven't
a,
voted.
But here
Get a
again,
price.
everything comes back to the shoddy record keeping, which is in that chair of the lady that's not here. And I
Yes.
think that's the first issue council needs to deal with, is what are we gonna do about the clerk, either doing or not doing the job? Because it's hamstringing you on everything.
go
This
ahead,
water
Brad, sorry.
project is a big deal for this whole town and everybody in it, and for many years to come.
Absolutely.
It's not just this monthly bill and getting that system going for next month. This is gonna be ongoing for years and years and years.
For a 3-hour-a-month job, how many vacation days can she claim?
exactly.
Hold on, excuse me a second. Grace has had her hand up, and I'd like to let her speak. Sure.
I was just going to ask if, we do have a number of empty chairs up there at the table, and Mrs. Radke is an elected official. Why isn't she allowed to have a seat at the table where it would be a lot easier to hear her?
She can have one you want.
Nope, that won't be on the internet.
I didn't hear
I
that.
didn't hear it
Exactly.
either.
I think she needs to take a seat
Said
at
she
the
didn't want to
table.
be on the
I
internet.
don't think she has a choice, does she?
She
Well,
said
we
she
let
didn't
you
want a chair out
don't
here
get
right now because
elected.
She doesn't want to be publicized on the internet.
But when you're a publicly elected official,
I agree.
You resign, either you resign or you sit here. That's public
it
office.
just would make it easier to hear, that's all. Which could clear things a little.
There would be no disruption.
Us from telling them they have to come up with the difference to pay the.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily the answer, but I want to know, are we actually sure that the billing system is billing everybody the same?
If she
as far as
jumps
rates?
the gun and sends out the bill before she's supposed to.
Because
Did you
it-
look at it?
Pay another $700 and have that come up and look at it again.
What do you mean, pay $700? Is that what you, is that his yearly fee? Is you put-
No, each time he comes out here, he charges $700 for mileage to come
I
in and
wanna
check the
divide
system.
3413 by 65.
Well, can we check into it ourselves and see if everybody's balancing?
Did anybody audit the bills that went out? This is the first billing. Did anybody look them
I
bills
looked at
over?
them.
Did you figure them out?
No,
The computer.
Okay.
I know, but I mean, an audit is taking how much they charge.
Can you sample some of those, Marcy, and just to make sure everybody's on the same rate? Because if she's at 5 something or other, and else is at 735,
Just like a normal one, you just use a pen.
then there could be other anomalies out there. Or is everybody else at that? I think we really need to relook at that a little bit, and make sure that everybody's on the same.
You know, the other thing that the late fee that's, you know, if you don't pay it by the date, the late fee, before it was 20%, now it's 10%.
Yeah, was that voted on again?
Is that set up by him too, Jeff?
So,
Yeah, 525.
525, see?
How much is the treasurer paid per hour?
She's not paid by the
Oh,
one.
status.
Okay, so it's a
Not
salary?
paid.
How much is the salary?
I don't know. Is there a set salary? You get paid by meeting, don't you?
I get paid per month.
You get paid per month, okay.